G'day folks, check out the weather. Beautiful, middle of summer down in the southern hemisphere, 28 degrees Celsius, a slight breeze. This is all for you northern hemisphere guys that are feeling the cold. Well, I hope you're not. I hope you're nice and snuggly and warm, but this is what summer's like. Don't worry guys, you'll get it soon. We have to go through it, you guys have to go through it to enjoy a bit of nice summertime. It's fantastic. Alright, let's sneak back into the shed and we'll do a little vid on the cooling. I'm quite excited about this guys, because this has been a work in progress for around 4 years. I've been battling away with it and I've made a lot of little changes which have made a huge difference. Now I can run around up to a 30-degree day. That's the hottest I've been down there at the track, and I can successfully run around there and it controls the temps. I don't have any issues with spiralling temps. It sort of maxes around the 220, but that's it. It's absolutely beautiful. As soon as I get off the throttle, she's straight back down to 200 less. So to me, that's a bit of a win really, because as a lot of you guys would know, boosting motors is terribly hard on them when it comes to heat. They produce so much heat. So, alright, so let's talk my way, well I'll talk my way through it and give you a few little tips on what I've done and what some people that have commented have helped me along the way and made a huge difference. Because you've got to remember guys, these are old cars. These aren't late model technology. This is old school, but we love it. But with a few little tricks and tips, you can manage to get the cooling of these old school designs working like a beast. First thing is, you have to seal around the radiator, around your radiator support panel, because if you get any bleed air that gets forced in the front around the edges here, if you get any bleed air, that's no good. You want to be able to have all your air come through the radiator, and that is the majority of the success that I've had with this setup. Is you have to block all the holes and stop the air from bleeding around the rad and get it through the rad, because if you can do that, you'll have huge CFM airflow. And if you've got a reasonable radiator, a good condition one, this is a 2-core design, and if you can do that, you could easily maximise the efficiency of the radiator. So I feel a lot of guys, and I've seen it, a lot of guys, they put huge radiators in their cars and they seem to struggle still. And when you look at them, they haven't gone and sealed around the radiators. So there's a little trick there. I think you've really got to pay a lot of attention to sealing it so you can get every chance of trapping that air and forcing it through the rad. Now I've made this little splitter up, and what it's gone and done, it's really made a big difference, as well as ramming the air in to the front of the radiator. Otherwise you would have air from that point down spilling under the car, whereas now it's forced through the rad and of course spills around the side. And what that does, limits a certain amount of air going under the car, forcing it in through the front, or helping to force it in through the front, and what in turn that does, lowers the pressure on this side, is because the air under the car has been reduced, so it allows for good airflow through the radiator, and then I can get rid of it. And what I've gone and done is the little flaps there from the wheel well down onto the suspension arms have been removed. And I've done the other side, and that allows for air to easily escape, because you don't want to build any pressure in your engine bay, like from the air that comes through the rad, because you will not get a good flow through your radiator. My fans are only there for slow speeds or if I'm stationary. They do not have any effect at all while I'm driving at normal speeds or racing. And what I've gone and done, I've mounted the thermostat probe on the bottom side of the radiator. Now the sense in that is to cool only what's in the radiator at that given time. So as soon as the fans come on, it will cool that amount of water that passes through the radiator. The sensor will pick it up that it's cooled it down and click off. As soon as there's a temperature rise again with a fresh batch of water, warm water coming through, it will click on. Now with this style of positioning, the fans cycle in and out very frequently. They're on and off all the time. So to me that works very efficiently. It controls the temperature of the car more even, and that's what electric fans are all about. I suppose, look, you could put them a separate switch on from when you come in from racing or from whatever, and I've seen people do that, but I haven't bothered. I usually just pop the hood up, and that usually lets a lot of the heat out, and it hasn't been an issue. I don't run any fancy water pumps or restrictors. I do run a 180 degree Fahrenheit thermostat. It's got a couple of bleed holes in it to stop air pockets, but that's it, nothing fancy, and it works a treat. I really can manage temps now, especially with the boosted engine producing a lot of heat, and what I've done there has made a huge difference. So that's my tip, guys. It's pretty simple really, it all sort of makes sense, but if you can seal off around your radiator support panel and you don't get any bleed air coming in around that's bypassing the radiator and force it through, your job is done. Trust me, it works a treat. Alright guys, well, I've done some MIG welding, but I tell you what, my son is better at it than me. My son's got a little gasless MIG, and he can lay a really nice little weld down. I gave him a little test there the other day and really surprised me. But I am improving, so I'll show you my little welds. I'm not ashamed of them, I'm not proud of them though either, but I'm getting better. So we'll see, and yeah, I'll pop a vid up very soon, guys. I'm very excited at the moment about the car. I can, as you probably know, I've put my header pipes in, so things are starting to take shape again. Alright guys, well I'll put one up soon. I'll catch you later.